customer experience has become such a powerful lever that's still like your dual set of responsibilities is still the domain of an elite set of chief information officers, digital technology officers of influencing. And yours is a company that focuses on this area by enabling businesses around the world to take their customer service online, thinking about things in really different ways. I'd be curious about, especially in an organization that focuses on this, the role that you and your team plays in enhancing customer experience.
Yeah, thanks. Because this is one of my favorite topics. But, first of all, we're in a world now where the key lever for companies in terms of staying relevant or becoming relevant is their focus on customer experience. The world has changed to the point where every single one of us, almost every day, has a new experience that changes our expectations and our paradigm around how companies should treat us and what our engagement with them should feel like. And because of that, and to do that well, I guess is a better way to say it, to do that well, companies really need to focus on it across the entire enterprise. It's not enough for just marketing to think about it or customer service to think about it. And so the success criteria really is like, how do you put the customer at the center of your business? And of course, as a customer experience company, this is really important for us. And I think that the vantage point that the CIO has is unique among the leaders in the C-suite. They work with every part of the organization, and often their role is to connect them together and to create new possibilities together. And this is exactly what a customer-centric organization requires. So, we look at opportunities to drive more conversations that look at things from a customer perspective. When we hear of different things going on in the organization that could be better connected from a customer lens, bringing that to the table. And even in, the operational side of my job, how do we drive looking at our business more from that outside in perspective? I think it's a tremendous opportunity for CIOs to have an impact. The other element, of course, is CIOs often have their hands on the data. One of the stories I love to tell in my past is of a marketing leader that was telling everybody that they were going to build a 360-degree view of the customer. And I had to point out to them that you can't, because you only have 120 degrees of the data. And CIOs really often have access to that 360 degree, even if it's not, even if they don't quite have the solution yet, they have the data and they have the possibility of putting it together.
Very interesting. I wondered also, there's a lot that has been thought about, especially during the past year and a half or so that we've been in quarantine through the COVID crisis, in thinking about customer experience and employee experience. Not that those weren't thought about previously, but of course, there's a new poignancy in the new ways in which we are working now, and frankly, the new trials and tribulations that individuals and their families face, just as they also contemplate that balance between work and life. Talk a bit about where you see the intersection between customer and employee experience.
It's interesting when you go look at the research that's been done in this space. There's almost a virtuous cycle between employee experience and customer experience. They're highly related. And on the one hand, if you look at companies that have happy and engaged employees, they experience over 80% higher customer satisfaction. And if you go look at companies that have the highest customer satisfaction, they have 80% higher employee satisfaction. So we could debate which one leads to the other, but the truth of the matter is that it just points to a company that's focused on experience. And I believe that if your aspiration is to deliver an amazing customer experience, you can't do that alone. You want every employee in your company to viscerally experience what that feels like every day and give them the tools and the processes that they need to help deliver that amazing customer experience. If you have passion about them, they will have passion about the customer.